So we want to make our character jump. So that means that we want to let him go up like this on our y-axis. So let's say, for example, right now his current position is -91, which means right where he is now, he's at -91 in on the y-axis and -146 on the x-axis. So if I should change my value, if I should add 10 to -91, I get 81, -81. So, and there you see the character goes up. So for now, I'm going to put it back to -91. That's where I want it, want him to start from. And I'm going to create a condition. So I'm going to go to my control, click control, grab my if block, and I want to say if something happens, do something. So if, and so now I'm going to go to my sensing, click on my sensing. I'm going to pull out this control, because when I press my up arrow key, I want something to happen. So let's drop that in there, and I'm going to say change it from space because it's by default as phase. I'm going to say if my up arrow key is being pressed, do something. So what I want to do if my up arrow key is being pressed is to change the height. So therefore, I'm going to go to variable. I'm going to create a variable, make a variable, and I'm going to call it height. And my height variable is going to hold the value of my height. So I'm going to make it set for this sprite only. And so now my variable is created. So now I'm going to go and grab this one, the set, and I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to set my height to 9 or to 10. So what's going to happen is that I want my height to change, to increase by 10. All right. So therefore, the next thing, that's not going to do anything really. I need to add more functionalities to it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and I'm going to go to motion, and I'm going to change my y by whatever my variable is. So whatever my variable is. So right now, if my variable is 10, my y is going to be changed by 10. And then I'm going to stack that into a forever loop so that that will happen forever. It will change it forever. And then I'm going to go to my events and I'm going to grab a when block and I'm going to drop it there. So whenever I click the flag, it's going to go into my forever loop and it's going to go change my y value forever with whatever my value for my height is. It's not going to do anything just yet, because right now, if you can see over here, it says that my height value that I just created is 0. So when I go into this function, my height is still going to be 0, and it's not going to change unless I press the up arrow key. But I want to make sure that that's always like that. So I'm also going to go to my variable and I'm going to go grab my set and I'm going to go set it to 0. And so now I know for sure what my variable is. I don't have to guess. I know that once I go into my when function, once I click the flag, it's going to be 0. And then after it's 0, it goes into my forever loop and it's keep looping until when I press my button. When that happens, I can now go ahead and I can play. And when I press my button, it goes up and it doesn't stop. That's okay with me. That's all I want to do now, is so that I can make my character jump. Of course, if the character jump, the character must fall. And so we want to make it fall as well. So we're going to go to our if function and we're going to say if something happened, do something. So we want to say if it goes up to a certain height, we want it to fall. So we're going to go to our operation block, select our operation, and we're going to say if it goes to a height that is greater than a defined height, we're going to let it drop. So now we're going to go to our y, because it's our y value we're monitoring, and we're going to say if our y position ever get to a value that is higher than, let's say, 80, then we want you to do something. And I'm going to put it right here at the bottom, make sure that it's below this block. And so if my y position is higher than 80, I want to go to my variable now and I want to go set my variable to 0, and that's going to bring it back down.